Contents is going. We are live. Wrestling fans around the corner, around the world. We are LIVE from the capital of WrestleMania 37, Tampa, Florida, here at the Boston Wrestling MWF Wrestle House. And in Roddy, more important, joined by Bill Eady, Demolition Axe.
Yeah, you got it right. Get it right, buddy.
Unfortunately, we had some, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, we had some great interviews, some great times with Barry tonight. Bill had a National Lampoon Christmas Vacation type.
He's had a brutal day already.
He got to visit some of the finest auto dealerships in Tampa, and he needed a new hotel room because it was bug infested with his family. So Bill was unable to join us tonight, but we're still going to do the autograph signing. Barry is going to take the Smash is going to take the pictures he signs with him, so we can still get them signed by Bill, even though he's not with us. Barry can still personalize them, and Axe will give us one too. Look at that, VSR. Barry, you're looking younger than ever.
Well, thank you.
Victor
it's
Murphy.
Good to be here.
Victor Murphy. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome, Victor. Slick Rick, you got to give my good friend Slick Rick B up in Maine a shout out.
Slick Rick. All right, Slick Rick. You're the man.
He is, I tell you, I've never met him. He's almost a neighbor of Tony Atlas's up in Maine. But he came up with so many interesting things to try and help the cause and help grow what we've done over the past year. He's a really good guy. We actually made him what's called a moderator while we're gone. So he has the ability to block people. He has the ability to kick them out if they start making sarcastic remarks. So Rick B he's almost one of the boys this week.
Also been with us all day.
And Rick B has also been with us all day. And of course, we can't forget the help we have with us here at Wrestle House. We're talking about Glantz and my good long-time close personal friend and MWF associate since 2008, Mr. Dave Carter, also known as Barry, as you know, Mr. Willis.
Mr. Willis.
Folks, get your autograph photos now. Wait a minute. We're not going to be here too long. We just want to get everything going. We have some pre-orders we got to take care of. I'm going to go into the PayPal in 1 second. I just want to update the link. Autograph Demolition photos. To me, the greatest tag team in WWE history.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. I think we were too. Is that bragging or is that?
No.
You got to say that.
Actual.
If it's yourself, you got to say you're the best.
Well, you
right?
have to.
No, you have to.
You do have to.
Oh, you got to think positive. You're the best.
I'm the best.
You are the best.
I am the best old school wrestling interviewer in the business.
It's kind of like if you're going to play baseball and everything, you got to say to yourself, I'm the best hitter in the world. You can't go, oh, I'm not very good.
Well, Glantz was a hell of a baseball player, apparently, at one time, but we'll have to get into that later on. But fans, we're very happy. They're starting to pile in. If you could be so kind, go on social media or on Facebook, Twitter, any social media platform, Facebook wrestling groups. Let folks know that Barry Dasso, Demolition Smash, is live, and we can also get the autograph signed for you by Axe tomorrow once the poor man gets bad. He lost his sanity almost as much as I did, I imagine. For the fans that have watched the live episodes we've done already, yesterday I left my laptop on the plane, which was quite an endeavor to get back. And then today I almost destroyed Wrestle House trying to find my wallet that I thought I lost. Poor Dave Carter had to go back to the Walmart we were at buying memory cards to see if it was there. I think he found a little Mr. Willis quality clientele, but that's a different story for a different time. Now, who was this photo for that was already right here? Our good friend, Mark McQuaid. Mark, are you in the room right now? I'd like to know how you'd like to personalize the picture.
Which one? Which picture?
He has that nice one, I believe, with you and Mr. Fuji.
Okay.
I don't know if he wants it made out to Mark. I don't know if he wants it made out to a friend, a loved one. Mark, if you're with us, let us know. Hey, Smash, how come you never wrestled in ECW?
Nobody ever asked me, and it was probably past my time to go to ECW.
Yeah, you were pretty much towards
the end. I think I was probably pretty beat up and everything at that time, and I think going there, I wouldn't have done ECW justice.
Been that hardcore with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done them justice, and I just ECW was great, and I just don't think I would have fit in at that time. Earlier years, I would have loved to have been to ECW.
Yeah, it seems like it would have been your cup of tea.
It would have been my cup of tea.
ECW came around in the early to mid 80s compared to early to mid 90s when you were in your peak physical condition.
Yeah,
I could see you kicking ass.
Yeah, I would have loved it.
Yeah. Hey, Smash, how come Axe didn't go to WCW with you? Well, technically, you didn't go with Smash. But...
No, he was going to Japan back and forth at that time. I quit wrestling.
You had enough. Wow, is that? Can you hear that, Bill?
Barry? John, I can hear it.
Folks, if you know how many times I call them by the wrong name, I call Barry Bill, I call Bill Barry, and it sounded like a car was going to drive through the wall.
Well, what's funny is me and Gene Okerlund did that all the time, too.
Oh, did it in real life?
All the time. No, on TV.
How did he?
He'd go Axe.
I'm Axe and Smash.
Yeah, get it right, buddy. That's what Bill always said.
Yeah.
Get it right, buddy.
Smash is a little easier than Bill and Barry, in my opinion. To try and give myself a little face.
So do I make this up to Mark?
Oh, here it is, right here. Hello, just put to Mark.
To Mark.
So, Mark, as you can see right now, and Barry's going to hold it up for you, he's signing it. He's going to bring it to Axe tomorrow, and then we're going to get it out to you. So if any folks would like a Demolition autograph photo, head on over to the link on the top of the...
Mark, there you go.
There you go, brother. Is that not a nice picture? I love that picture. I love you.
That is a great picture. Can I have one, too?
Sure. Just take it out of your envelope. No, I'm just taking whatever you want.
Very expensive picture.
Yeah, right? Did you like wrestling as Smash or Repo Man better?
Better, or did I like him?
Did you like wrestling as Smash or Repo Man better?
Smash better, but I love the Repo Man too.
What did you like about Repo? We haven't really touched upon him.
It was fun. It was out of my realm, which it really tested me, and I thought I did a good job.
You did do a good job.
I mean,
the only thing was, though, it was almost like Randy Country and Smash. I don't think anyone was fooled.
Nobody knew who I was.
I don't believe that for a second. I knew the first time I saw it was you.
I was 255 pounds.
The first time you went on TV as Repo Man, I said, that's Smash.
See, most people didn't even know who I was.
Really?
Really? You're
huge.
You watched that so close.
You know what it was? I think a couple of times this got exposed. This Smash.
It could be, but you
but
talk.
Most people didn't realize you were Repo Man?
You talked to all the fans. None of them knew who I was to start with.
Really? I'm blown away by that.
Yeah.
Same for me.
Did you? I'm trying to think. How old were you
when he was Repo Man? That's when I didn't know he was Smash. Like I didn't know the two.
But were you a fan when Demolition was around?
Yeah, that's
when
you
were.
Started.
Oh,
but then I remember. Then Repo Man was what I
went
and
from.
Then when I found out it was him, I was like.
I went from 320 to 255. Completely changed my body. Everything.
He looked way different too. I thought.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in the minority.
Take that.
I guess I'm in the minority. I didn't think it was really fooling people. Wow.
And Barry Darsow was different than all of them.
What do you mean?
Barry Darsow was completely different than Smash. Completely different than Repo.
When you went to WCW, you mean?
No, the person Barry Darsow.
Oh, I certainly
completely
hope so.
different than all. But most people are themselves, and then throw little things in. I completely changed completely.
So there was nothing about you. There is nothing about your personality that was similar to Smash or Repo Man.
Not really, no.
Well, I think that just shows, as we like to say, the sign of a good worker.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I mean, I'm surprised by that Repo Man comment, though. I thought everybody was hip to the blade.
No.
At least
really?
I don't want to answer everybody. For me,
you had no clue.
No clue.
Really?
No clue.
I bet 99% of the fans didn't know.
Let's see. You were Repo Man. You started in '91.
Yeah.
So I would have been 10 or 11 at that point. Huh.
So I was 6, and that's why.
Well,
you know what I mean. All I knew him as is I remember the Cool Tag Team, and then just seeing him.
Awesome.
So you didn't know who I was until I got in the ring.
No, even when you first started doing those vignettes,
You knew what
I
that.
said that's Smash.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was.
Huh.
He was only off TV regularly in Smash for just a few months. It wasn't too long. It wasn't like Crush. He was gone for about a year before he came back and developed a Hawaiian accent.
Even like he says, he looks way different. Like, it's just to me, even visualizing right now, he looked way different than from Smash.
It wasn't it funny? SummerSlam 1990, Demolition and the Hart Foundation for the tag team titles. SummerSlam 1992 at Wembley Stadium, Crush and Repo Man.
Right.
2 years later, with two completely different gimmicks.
Yeah, Vince took care of us, you know. I mean, he really did.
Did you have fun as Repo Man?
I did. Shoot, I worked with the top guys.
Yeah.
Savage, Duggan, DiBiase, Kurt Hennig. I mean, I worked with all of them.
That was one of the original angles on Monday Night Raw when that show started. When you
I
came
stole-
up, Repo Macho's hat.
I stole his hat. And he didn't know I was going to steal it, and he really was hot.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
He had no idea you were going to take the
No.
hat? Was it a rib on him? What?
I don't know. Vince said, steal the hat. And I said, I'll steal the hat. I didn't know how serious he was about his hat, but he was hot.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it led to a main event match on Raw, so.
Yeah, I mean,
Wasn't that funny? I never knew that.
yeah. So my job was to put guys over, which I didn't mind doing. And then I was going to become a baby face and go sign autographs at hospitals and do Make-A-Wish stuff. And that was when I was going to quit wrestling. That was going to be the end of my wrestling.
They were going to transform you almost into an ambassador.
Exactly. That's how I wanted to be. And I went to Vince and said, Vince, when am I going to turn babyface? He says, you're never going to be a babyface. That was the end of me.
That's when you decided that was enough?
Yep.
Oh, looks like we got one from our friend Victor Murphy. Let's see which one of you it is.
Victor
Murphy, we see him a lot in the live premieres. Victor, we thank you so much for helping keep professional wrestling legends working. It's important to me. It's a great passion of mine. He wanted photo number 2, which is the yellow one.
Yellow.
Victor, how would you like it made out, buddy? Maybe the blue or the black one would be good.
Black one. To Victor.
Well, we're not sure yet, but
Well, too late. How do you spell Victor?
Victor. I almost want to call Marty and say hello to him.
To Victor.
To Victor, wait a minute. If it wasn't for the tattoo, I would have never known back then. Okay, well. Rick B said, I was 6 or 7-year-old kid. I didn't know it was him. He wants it made out to Victor. Okay.
To Victor.
Should we call Marty and say hello to him?
Let's do it.
You know what? Why not? Let's have some fun.
You love calling me.
Well, I just wish Bill was here with us. I was really looking forward to it. Again, folks, if you're just tuning in, Demolition Axe had a hell of a Dan Marati type day. But he's going to sign these great pictures for Victor, for, who was the other one for that you personalized it to?
To Mark.
To Mark, that's right. I've had a long day. I'm sorry, I forgot. What's Marty's last name?
Janetti.
That would help, right? I can only imagine what Marty is up to, but let's have some fun, folks. We've had a long day. Don the Barber, Kevin LeBlanc, how are you guys? Vince D, how are you, baby? You've probably never heard his answering machine if it picks up. Did you like playing a heel or a face better is a question.
Heel.
You like being a heel?
It was easier being the bad guy than the good guy.
Well, that didn't come through very clear.
Is that Marty?
Yeah.
Or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback
Oh,
number,
for
press
God's
5.
sake. Marty, what are you doing, you rascal? It's obviously your friend Dan Marati, but I have someone here that wants to say hello.
Marty Janetti, Barry Darso Smash, what the hell are you doing? You should be here right now. Where are you?
Well, you're not going to believe it, Marty. In the series of interviews that we did with Barry, who came up that used to work at the Hilton in Boston? I'll give you one guess. Hopefully, if you get a chance over the next few minutes when we're here with Barry, give us a shout back. Otherwise, maybe we'll bump into you this weekend. I hope you're doing good, buddy. Bye-bye. Was your biggest payday in WWE for WrestleMania 6? The one in Toronto at the Sky Dome?
No, biggest payday was a Pizza Hut commercial.
Really? More than for a WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, how about for a wrestling match? Was it that WrestleMania 6?
No.
No? Another WrestleMania? It would
no.
have had, I would guess, a WrestleMania.
No, it was. There was a couple of house shows we made some big money doing things.
Bigger than a WrestleMania?
Yeah, I mean, we did all right, you know. I can't remember which one was the best, but you know, we had to split the match, you know, between, you know, like 6 people a lot of times.
Oh, so for a tag team match, they'd give the same payday to 4 that they would to 2?
Right. So the 2 would be split 4 ways, you know. So we got less than.
Oh.
That's why the single matches paid a lot more money.
Oh.
And then we had managers come out of that. So
Fuji would get a little cut. Yeah,
let's say there's
yeah.
$40,000 for that match.
Uh-huh.
Well, now you're
split
splitting
4 or 5
it 6 ways.
I
That's how that
never
works.
knew that. See, I learn something new every time. That's why, folks,
So-
Wrestling Insiders is such a great series. You learn something new every day.
The wrestling at the Sky Dome wasn't the best payoff because that was Canadian money and you had to change it to American
plus
money.
that. Yeah.
So
Was it a good payoff at least?
good payoff,
All right. Well,
but yeah, other WrestleManias at different places were better.
so, like when you did WrestleMania 8, when you did the 8-man tag team match in Indianapolis, that was split amongst 8 people.
Yeah, but also if Hulk was one of your partners, he wouldn't get an equal split. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
I can imagine.
he'd
It's a little
get this
different,
much
yeah.
and we'd get this much.
And when you guys
You
were
know.
on the road at 90 doing those 6-mans, I imagine the Warrior was probably getting a higher cut than you guys.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
So there are those exceptions.
Yeah.
So there's the jabronis,
Well, I
And then
certainly would not
and then
refer to
there's-
you as that.
and then there's
Gary.
the top guys.
I
you
would
know?
never refer to you as a jabroni.
Well,
Come
the
on.
pay that we got compared to them was jabroni pay.
Well, that bothers me.
It does,
It bothers.
but that's reality.
Well, see, that's why we need to keep these
And-
shows rolling.
And it's
fans.
not like you can go, you know, Vince, you know, Hulk just made 50 grand and you paid us 6. Why does he get 50 and we only get 6? You know,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I refuse to take that. I mean, you ain't going to do that. You're going to take the 6 because the next one you might make 10. The next one you might make
You know
20.
what? You might be able to help
You know.
me with this because
All
it's when it's always, I hate to say annoying.
And Hulk was worth it.
Of course he was.
Don't get
That
me
was
wrong.
the bread and butter.
You wanted to be with Hulk.
So we talked about SummerSlam 92 a few minutes ago when
Yeah.
you worked Crush. And one of the feature matches on the show was Undertaker and Kamala. I don't know if you know of the scandal that has developed
Oh,
over the
I've-
years as a result
I've
of
heard
it.
They didn't take care of Kamala.
But you know the finances of the company at that time. Kamala claims he got $13K and that he saw in Pat Patterson's ledger that Undertaker got $500 grand. Now, Bret Hart put in his book, and Bret and Davey Boy in London, England, to me was the match that sold that show over there.
Yeah.
Bret said he got 55. Do you think that Kamala, even though maybe it wasn't equal, misunderstood and that it was 13 and 50? Because I can't see Undertaker getting 500 grand for SummerSlam 92 in the state of the business when Bret, who worked Davey Boy in the main event, got 55.
I could see that.
You think Taker got 500 grand?
I wouldn't doubt it.
And Bret, who was in the main event, only got 55?
I could see that.
How?
It's just the way it is.
Really?
Yeah.
I always thought he misunderstood it. And Paul Bearer
know,
did too.
And depending upon what contract that they had,
Mhm.
because let's face it, the Undertaker's merchandise was freaking out of
Sure,
this world.
sure. You're right about that.
And even though they were the main event,
They were, Bret was, Bret and
even
Davey
though,
Boy, yeah.
Undertaker, might have been promised so much money in a year, and you make more at that one and this one, until the guarantee.
But
who knows how that works? But I could see that.
After WrestleMania 8, that the business was dead because all those scandals. Look at how many guys left. Hogan, Piper, Sid, Warrior was gone by the end of the year. Davey Boy was gone by the end of the year. Legion of Doom were gone by the end of the year. 1992 was a rough year. I couldn't even see Undertaker making $500K for the year, never mind for one pay-per-view.
Right.
But anyway, that was just, I know you were on the event, so I thought maybe you could have added some insight to it.
Yeah, I mean, we got paid good money, but we only had 1 year that was really good. The other ones they're pretty good.
What was your best year, would you say? 89? 88?
I couldn't remember what the year was.
Demolition?
but yeah,
Demolition, yeah.
Yeah, there was 1 year that we made really good money.
90 was to me was when that first era started to decline, because as soon as they put the belt on Warrior, those houses started to decline quickly, rapidly. Hogan had to go do the movie, but on the A team you had Warrior and Rude, who just were in a feud the year before for the Intercontinental title.
Right.
And on the other loop, you had Dusty, who was presented kind of as a goof, and Macho Man. Tugboat and Earthquake were headlining some shows. And,
Right.
Was there any demographic that was dying to see a tugboat?
Yeah.
They just had a lot of lousy feuds in 90 before they kind of spicing things up. And then when they spicing things up, it was the end of Demolition, which I hated.
I was just so dang spoiled to be there when it was really good. But all the wrestling was good. I mean, there was great angles. Guys were over. Everybody was over.
That's what the
was
fans
over.
don't understand. Everybody was over.
Anybody could have been a champion. Anybody could have been a tag champion. I mean, it was
People
incredible.
The stars were
Hulk
treated
was
with
over.
credibility.
Oh my God, was Hulk over? Undertaker was over. Savage was getting over. He wasn't over like those guys. But
I would say Savage was more over than Undertaker. I think if you asked the average person if you knew who Randy Savage or Undertaker was, I think more would know Randy. You disagree?
I disagree.
Really? I find that interesting. I respect that, but
because Undertaker was a gimmick, a big time gimmick, and when that bell went out, whatever his dung, the frickin' people went nuts. Not that they didn't go nuts for Randy, but Randy had Elizabeth, and Elizabeth I think, was over more than Randy was.
it was close.
Without Elizabeth, Randy
wouldn't have been Randy. That's a really good point.
Undertaker Bear was part of that too.
Yeah.
But Undertaker alone was still the Undertaker. He was the toughest guy in the whole organization. He was over more than he was right behind Hulk.
I'm going to ask you one that's not even from because I got a couple of fan ones, but this one comes from me because I actually had a debate about this with Paul Bearer at a TGI Fridays in Las Vegas. But who do you think was the better attraction, Undertaker or Andre?
Well, in the day, Andre was.
I agree with you. And I hate to say it because I've met Undertaker, and Paul Bearer is like a second father. It was like a second father to me.
After Andre wrestled Hulk at the big one in
WrestleMania 3.
Then Andre wasn't the same.
You think doing that job hurt Andre?
No, it didn't. But he just couldn't move like he used to or work like he used to or anything like that. So later on in those years, when The Undertaker came up, then The Undertaker was more over because he could work and he was unbelievable. So I think Undertaker passed him.
Really?
Because...
So you think if you ask the average person in the street nowadays, you think more people would know Undertaker than Andre?
Oh, no. Okay, I thought you meant, who was over more, not who was more known.
Well, to me, the way I phrased it to Percy, Paul Bearer, was who was the greater attraction? And he felt it was Undertaker.
Well, attraction's different than who knows him.
Okay, so you think Andre was a better attraction
at the time, but then after that WrestleMania when Hulk won, he was going downhill from there.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
And then Undertaker was going on the way up. So Undertaker was now more important than Andre.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they were barely in the company at the same time. Andre came back and with those, remember when he was doing the thing with the the crutches after earthquake hit him. And
Yeah.
yeah.
And we actually had the last match with him.
His last WWF match. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not only that, again, the factoids I remember, even on a day I lose my wallet, but you also had what I believe was one of his last company match over in Japan about a week after Mania 6. It was you two against not Colossal Connection, but Andre and Giant Baba.
Giant Baba.
Yeah, that drew a huge house too.
Now, over there, Undertaker didn't hold a handle to
No,
Andre the
you
Giant.
can't even compare.
But you see where I'm coming
Yeah,
from?
oh,
here?
sure, yep.
But now if you then you got all the different generations of people, like kids now, they might not know who Andre the Giant was.
You want to know something funny?
What's that?
Last night we had to go to Walmart again. And a kid I don't know if you've ever been through New York City, but there's like these, it's not graffiti, but it's almost art of Andre's face, and it says obey. It's kind of what's the best way to describe it, Glance? The Andre Obey graphic.
It's kind of like a tag.
If that means anything to you, a tag. But anyway, last night we were
Like
in
on a wall,
Walmart.
right?
Yeah, you see them on the highways, they're everywhere. This kid at Walmart, probably, what would you say, maybe early 20s? So we had to ask him a question about something. And I said to him, he had an Andre shirt. It had like 9 of the same logos of Andre's face. I said, oh, so you're a big Andre fan? He didn't have a fucking clue what I was talking about. He knew the graphic, but he had no idea who the graphic was of, which I thought was hysterical. And I'm like, well, I said, do you want to know who's on your T-shirt? And I explained to him, I said, that was Andre the Giant. He was one of the most famous wrestlers in the history of the industry. Yeah.
It's also a reference to They Live with Roddy Piper.
What is?
That logo.
Why is that logo a reference to Roddy Piper?
When he puts the glasses on in the movie and you can see through the illusion that they created,
Yeah.
like the posters and stuff don't say like buy this product, they say like listen to the government.
Really? Okay. Did you ever see that movie with Roddy Piper? No? I saw it about 30 years after it came out. This question for you, though, from Road Warrior Max. I don't know if you ever worked with him. You live in Michigan, Barry? I'm a Youper. I have a great pic of you as Repo Man from the crowd that I took. What on earth is a Youper?
A Youper.
Yooper.
That's
Is it a city or?
No, that's the Upper Peninsula. Youper.
Oh, okay. So he's from Upper.
He's from up there.
All right.
Is he on right now?
Yeah, he is.
Ask if he fishes.
Ask him.
What's his name?
Road Warrior Max.
Road Warrior Max. All right. Are you a fisherman? Because I plan on doing a lot of fishing. I'm going to go to the Betsy River. I'm going to go fish for those big salmon. I'm going to go up on the Upper Peninsula, up in some of those little lakes, and walk out in the middle of nowhere and cast for trout. I'm doing the whole deal. So I'm hoping somebody's up there can take me fishing.
Hey, no. Everybody loves Axe and Smash.
He must watch Everybody Does Raymond or Everybody Loves Raymond.
Why is that?
Because that's what he said. Everybody loves Demolition.
Everybody
loves Raymond.
Alfred wants photo number 2, which is the yellow one.
The
Alfred,
yellow one.
tell us how you would like your picture signed, please, sir. So we got Alfred, and we have another one on top of Alfred. This is good. We wish Axe was here, but the good thing is Axe is still.
So 2 Alfred?
Let me see if he's messaged us back. Alfred, where are you, brother? I wish there was a way they could put like a little note that says how they'd want it personalized. Yeah, it'd make it easier. Yep, Alfred is here. Alfred Berger. Yep, he said just make it out to Alfred.
How do you spell
Alfred. All right, let's see. And we had a question from my good friend Don the Barber after you autographed that.
All right, Alfred.
Yeah, baby.
There you go, Alfred.
We're going to add Alan Hancock to that once he gets his car back. Oh, Billy, he had a Dan Marati type day. From Don the Barber, did yourself and Axe see Crush going on to a big singles run if it wasn't for his personal issues going on?
What personal issues did he have?
Well, remember he was, I think, a couple of years the fact he was arrested on the drug charges and the gun
See,
charges.
I never even heard of that.
Oh, you never knew that?
I
You're
never
probably
knew that.
talking early 95, though. That was a little bit after the fact. But let's just say around that Demolition period, did you see him as someone that would go on to become a big single star or potential for it?
Yeah, I did. I thought, the more single matches he had, he would have been good. I don't know how much time he had off or whatever, because I didn't talk to him after I got out. That was when I left and got out for good, kind of a deal. So, but yeah, he
You
would have
left
been
in
good.
93, yeah.
Yeah.
He stuck around until maybe mid 94, and then they must have known something was up because he got busted in Hawaii in January of 95 with all kinds of drugs and guns. And
Yeah, I never.
but after he did time, they actually brought it back and made it part of his gimmick. I don't know if you ever saw it. He had like a nose ring. And
No, I
he
never
was
saw
dressed
it.
in it. He was in, it was called The Nation of Domination with Ron Simmons and Savio Vega. And so they played it up. We have another, H&M Limousine. How are you, brother? Let me tell you, if Demolition is ever in New Jersey, we got the limo for him.
All
brother.
right. all
Michael
right.
is a good man, a great friend to us. Yade, how are you, brother? Let me see. We have another picture. This one is from a gentleman named Roy. Roy, if you are online right now, can you tell us how you would like your photo made out? He would also like the yellow one.
The yellow one.
I am surprised.
that's
My
over.
favorite one is the first one with Fuji in it.
I like the
Well,
I like the tag titles.
much like Linda would tell me, I'm always wrong. So, Roy, from Shelton, Connecticut. You're almost a neighbor of ours, Roy. Tell us how you. What's
To Roy?
To Roy.
To Roy.
See, all right, I have to calm down. Glantz just sent me a text message. He says I get too excited and I get too loud when we go live. So I'm going to talk in a much more conversational tone in case I'm scaring anyone. But I'm happy to have Barry with us. And fans, don't forget the Patreon. I'm going to put the link on there. We'd love to have you join us on Patreon. Wrestling Legends Working. You have hundreds of studio shoot interviews on there with these great legends. Little scenery. Dave Willis himself is eyeing. I think he wants a. Are you going to get an 8x10?
Yeah.
All right.
There you go, Roy.
We got to make sure that's how Roy wanted it. if he wanted it for his brother as a
Roy's
birthday,
got it that way.
if he wanted it for his brother as a birthday gift, Barry, who was tougher, Rick Rude or Hawk?
I don't know. They were both tough in their own
You
way.
wouldn't want to go with either one of them.
No.
No, they were
No.
friends of yours. So why would
Yeah.
you? But it would if you were to say a man.
I would
on
say
this-
Rick Rude.
Rude. Didn't he slap? Was it Hawk that he open hand slapped and knocked out?
I don't know.
There's a story of someone that Rude with an open hand slap knocked the shit out of them and they passed out just with not a punch, a slap. For some reason, I thought it was Hawk. I don't remember 100%. Oh, how can he answer this question? Lewis asked, best workers you worked with. My God, think
there
of the
were
guys
so
you
many
worked
of
with.
them. Strike Force, Bulldogs, Heart Foundation. I mean, they were all good.
You worked with everybody. You were there from 86 or early
Yeah.
87 through 93.
I'll tell you what, Rock and Roll Express is right up there with
Before
a lot of
WWF.
them. Yeah. We wrestled a lot of them.
I lost track here. I sold my ticket for WrestleMania because of the bad weather for Sunday. Oh, is it going to rain Sunday?
Thunderstorms.
Really? Oh, we might have to get some WrestleMania ponchos, I guess. Rick B says, shout out to Glantz. About time you show up, Mr. Mayor. The mayor of Glantzville is here in Tampa, though. Folks, we're running low on time. If you are interested in a beautiful Axon Smith, sign it once he gets a hotel after he gets his car back, and I will mail it to you with love because we love you guys. Because without you, we don't have a show. Oh, I think we have another one. Hold on one sec. We do. All right. This is to George Brown. George, if you are in the chat, please let us know how you'd like this signed. From Torrington, Connecticut. Look at this, another local for us. He wants photo 3, which is the one.
This one.
You got it. So I think maybe a silver or a gold on that one.
Yep, silver on that one.
And let me just see how he wants it made out. George, how would you like your photo made out, sir? Thunderstorms all day Sunday. Oh, boy. And I'm going to have the kid with us.
Yeah, but you know Florida weather.
George, thank you. Yep, photo number 3. How would you like it made out, George? Do you want it made out to you, a friend? Let us know. Comments from me. Did you had that 24 by 36 inch Demolition poster on your wall when you were a kid? I did too. He said, sign it on the bottom. I don't know. Well, you know what? You got the right spot. And to make it out to George, if you could.
I'm going to put 2 George up here, though.
Okay, yeah. Well, why would you sign it over your face? Don the Barber, you want one too, brother? I still got to send you the invoice for the Jim Mitchell one. Did your order go through, Don?
There you go, George.
This is kind of fun. Busted. He thinks he's back playing baseball again.
Kid was up till like 5 in the morning.
Don the Barber, do you want me to invoice you for both of the pictures, or let me know, buddy? Manuel, no, I don't have any Repo Man pictures because I thought we were going to have Axe and Smash together, and it was just one of those Dan things. I'm sorry. Dan, is Bill in WWF's Hall of Fame as Mass Superstar? And no, neither a Demolition are in the Hall of Fame. Don the Barber, can you send me your email address, sir? I'm going to send you the invoice right now, and then we'll get you your Demolition picture. Just tell me which one you like. I think you said photo 1, the one with Mr. Fuji. How do I do the invoice? Technology is great when it works, Barry. Did you run into this problem when you had your business?
No.
No. Geez, thanks for making me feel good.
I hated PayPal.
Did you?
Yeah.
How come?
I didn't like to pay them.
The fee that they take?
Yeah. And
But is it really all that much different than a regular vendor service with Visa or MasterCard? It's not too much more expensive, is it?
well, it was just a pain in the ass. It was a different way of doing it. It was
I
just
got you. It was something
more
different.
bills for us, more work. Where if they just ordered it right online and boom.
Oh, Dawn Dawn, you said, thank you, Dawn. I'm getting your Facebook message right now. So he got Sinister Minister and Demolition, and I'll charge just the shipping for the one, obviously. So that'll be, and Dawn, can you tell me, buddy, how do you want the picture made out? And we'll sign it for you right on the air.
Which one?
I believe he wanted number, which is the one with you and Fuge the Stooge.
Fuge the
Fuge
Stooge.
the Stooge.
And make it out too?
I think it's going to be for Don the Barber, but just let me make sure. Hey, Brian Duffy, how are you, brother? Yeah, make it out to Don the Barber.
How do you spell Don?
A D-O-N.
All right.
Brian Duffy is with us from up in Massachusetts, longtime friend of ours, Smash. His father is actually Choo Choo Charlie, otherwise known as R.C.D. I don't know why you think that's so funny. You don't think anyone cares? It is a real person. So Don,
Don the Barber.
Oh, so he got a Demolition one, and he got a Sinister Minister one, I believe. So that's okay. All right, Don, I'm sending this over to you now, brother. I don't know why you're having the why it's a headache for you to send it through. It seems to be working for everyone else, I hope. Knock on whatever the heck this is made out of. All right. Don, I'm going to send you a message. Oh, wait a minute. Well, you know what? Hold off then, Don. He wanted a New Jack one later on. All right. Wrestling fans, we're running out of time. We'll give it a few more minutes. 8:47 now. We'll wrap it up. Victor Murphy, any chance Dan can read my previous super chat? Do you have any memories of the San Diego Sports Arena? Beautiful city.
Any memories of it? We went to the San Diego Zoo one time when we were out there and had a hell of a time at the zoo.
Who's we?
I think it was Bill and Ron Bass and myself.
You used to travel with Ron Bass, did you know?
Yep. A lot of times with Ron Bass.
Didn't-
Good guy.
Didn't you guys invest in like a flower company or something with him?
Yeah, I never did get my money out of it.
Well,
We were hoping to become millionaires back then, but
what was the business?
you know how in a shopping center you have one of those big tents, and then they have the flowers they sell there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ron had a good deal on getting the flowers, and
Who sold the flowers? Was it Mrs. Bass or?
it was somebody that Ron had,
Oh,
but it just didn't work very well.
no, where was
So-
that? Down in Texas or?
I think it was here in Tampa.
Oh, really? Oh, Ron was living here?
Yeah,
Oh, I got you. Okay.
yeah. So it just never really flew, but it was a great idea. You know, and our,
On paper, it sounds like. it
yeah, and
a
our
good
deal was to
idea.
have them all over the place.
All right. You know what? Actually, Dawn, I'm going to I'm going to cancel this, Dawn, if you wanted the New Jack one, and I'm going to resend it with New Jack's picture in it. And I'll send you one big package when I get back to Boston. So I need Dawn's email address again. How much a piece? For Demolition, 20, New Jack, 20. Sinister Minister. What else do you got coming up this weekend? I know you're doing a couple of convention appearances.
Yeah, I'm at the Russell Stock. That's with Richie from up in New York brought us in.
That's an interesting name, Wrestlestock,
Yeah,
as opposed to Woodstock.
and it's going to be at the VFW, not too far from the airport over there.
You think it's big enough? A VFW to have so many legends.
They have, I think they have like 20 tables there with guys.
Yeah, a lot of guys, a lot of talent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just wondered, space-wise, a VFW. I've never seen the building.
I haven't either.
A VFW,
but,
you know, sometimes those can be a little small. Oh wait, it looks like we got another one. Hold on one sec. Manuel wants. What do you want, Manuel? Come on, Manuel.
Manuel, you're the man.
Don't forget to tip the bartender, folks, if you're enjoying this. Don't forget tomorrow, what a day we have in store for the fans, Barry. We're having online a 9-hour Marty Jannetty marathon
9 hours.
from 11 to 8. And then at 8 p.m., our buddy Al Snow is going to be with us live here at the Wrestle House.
Are you going to let Marty drink any beer in 9 hours?
When he's at the studio, he has a beverage or a few dozen. Sometimes he cuts his hair. He misses one of his teeth is missing, so he tries to roll up tissues and make a tooth. Manuel, let us know how you would like your photo signed, sir. That is photo. He wants photo number 1, the one with you and Mr. Fuji.
This one.
Manuel, please, sir, let us know how you'd like that signed. I want to scream it, but Galantz won't let me. Kevin Petrantozzi is here. Give our friend Kevin a big shout out.
Kevin, you are the man. Thanks for watching.
From the, oh God, I'm so tired, Kevin. I don't want to screw it up. The Gold Exchange in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
No, I caught up with it, Rick. For you guys just tuning in now to show how screwed up your friend Dan is, yesterday I left my computer on the airplane, and today I lost my wallet.
How do you spell Manuel?
Manuel is MAN
MAN.
UEL. He says surprise him. Well, maybe make an inscription on there. 3-time WWE Tag Team Champion or something. Something unique.
I'm going to kick your stinking teeth.
Oh, why not that? Yeah, Rick B. And Yard Ape. It has been a tough week here at Wrestle House. And Axe's day has been about as bad as mine was. His car broke down. His hotel room was garbage. Look at that, brother. You have a treat coming your way from what I consider the greatest tag team in WWF history, but I want to send out a big thank you to Kevin Petrantozzi, a great human being, one of our great fans. You guys are all great. But you know what? Again, it isn't cheap to bring these superstars to you. When you see the interviews that Barry and I did, you guys are going to love them.
The best interviews ever.
The year we begin, and again, it shows I need Barry for like a weekend.
Manuel,
because
Manual.
we tried to cover the year. When did we start? 1987, and we didn't even get through much.
No.
And we spoke. We had to have talked for about 3 hours,
Yeah.
or pretty close to it.
Pretty close to 3 hours.
They
And it went
actually-
fast.
And I like to go in depth.
Yeah.
Why gloss over it? We may never bring up some certain people
Right.
again, you know? Manuel said, appreciate it, sir. He
Manuel,
said that you were the
thank
greatest
you.
tag champs of all time.
Manuel, thank you.
All right, folks. I'm going to check the PayPal again. If you folks want to get an order in, you got to do it quick. Barry is needed. Axe is in a state of chaos right now. That could be the fourth member of Demolition. Axe Smash, crushing chaos with Barry's with Bill's car. Oh, wait, we got another one. All right.
Nice.
They love you, Barry. You guys earlier, if you missed it, we had the Sinister Minister, James Mitchell of ECW, TNA, WCW fame. Oh, good. Oh, now, Kevin, do you want it made out to you, or do you want the photo made out to the Gold Exchange? Kevin Petrantozzi. He wants the one with Mr. Fuji, photo number 1.
Kevin, I don't think I can spell your last name, though.
You know how long? And he is such a great fan. And it took me forever to pronounce. And I'm an Italian guy myself, as you know. It took me quite a while to figure it out. He wants it made out to Kevin
To Kevin.
at the Gold Exchange.
At the Gold Exchange.
Okay, and we got another one. Mr. Quinn, you want photo number 2 invoice to you. Can you see?
Who's calling you?
It's, oh boy.
That's awesome.
Who's this, you little rascal?
That repo man is in the house.
Hey, wait a minute. Marty, how are you?
What are you doing, Dookie?
Man, you should be here.
I'd like to be there. Hey, what was that place called? Grandma B's or something like that?
Grandma Bees.
Yeah, man. All the badasses. I mean, all of y'all worked there. What, Kevin Kelly, Road Warriors, Rick Rude. I mean, everybody.
Marty, hey, it
Joe told me, you know, that was so. He said every night people get tossed out the back door.
oh,
But they were already knocked out.
oh, it was brutal. But you would have liked it. It was a strip bar during the day and then live bands at night.
Oh man, I had several girlfriends still from there, wifeys.
And Marty, speaking of the back door, guess who came up in the interviews?
Tony Atlas.
Annie.
Who?
Annie.
Did you ask her?
Yeah. How many-
Hilton Annie.
he called her Hilton Annie, but we kind of have a different phrase.
Hey, we're not on air, are we?
Yeah, we are. We're live right now.
Oh shit! Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Marty, where are you?
Well, right now I'm about. I forgot.
Oh, well.
Because I was about. Remember I said my phone number? I got people calling me still. One call from the outer bars the other day.
All right. Well, if you want to swing by, you know where we are. What's that?
Barry.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, the other day, about a month ago, we was doing a live thing, a signing, viewing, like a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And we was out of something to drink, so the place did deliver.
Where was
And I was like, can you bring it over to the studio? Yada, yada, yada.
Marty came to the studio, is what he said.
And I was so damn am. And I gave the number, and oh my God, people are still calling.
Oh, you're kidding.
He wanted to have liquor delivered to the studio, like
Right.
almost like
You didn't
Uber
have to
Eats.
say
Right.
it, though. You didn't have to say it.
And as he was calling to try and get it done, he said, "What is your phone number?" And he said his phone number live on the air, and his phone rang nonstop for days.
Well, what's bad is they should have been sending you liquor too while they called
Exactly.
you. What the heck's wrong with them?
Hey, Barry,
Yeah.
remember that time TV taping, the Ultimate Warrior thing, God rest his soul. We got to say that with everybody now.
Yeah.
Remember
The berry one.
You know, it was actually the granule. You could get the TNC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember old Warrior showed up early and wanted to keep Beverly hated TV tapers. You got to be there on damn day.
Yeah. Oh, it was.
You know, Warrior came up and told me, watch this, and he dumped a bottle in the coffee. Remember, he
Yeah, yeah.
Dump it in the damn coffee. And we sat around, me and him, and don't think I thought it was you because I was jumping in the air.
Yep. I remember.
When you was in there, and everybody was like tired. About 5 o'clock, you already been there doing interviews and all that crap.
Had the GH.
We got to the meeting the matter. Yeah, we ain't even worked yet. It's just interviews.
Yeah.
So the bushwhackers went on, got a couple cups of coffee. And they were in the same dressing room with me. I remember going in there like 20 minutes later. They were laying side to side.
Had the GHB in there.
Hey, man, what are y'all doing? Y'all gonna get Dave out here in the dressing room? And old Bush goes, fucking man, I need some more coffee and fall asleep.
Oh, the Bulldogs were in on that one too, I think. Yeah. Oh.
You know, there was 2 coffee things there, and she kind of got on to it, you know, because she's like, don't drink that one.
All right, Louis, we'll get to you in 1 sec, buddy.
Oh man.
I can't figure out how to send the request. Oh, here we go.
Well, Marty, we love you, man. I miss you. Are you going to wrestle? Me and you? We always had good ones.
Yes, we did, even with Demolition.
Yeah.
Sometimes I loved Billy, but sometimes, damn, he was stiff.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I got hit by him many times too. He's stiffer than hell.
That's just tagging in or out.
Yeah.
All right.
I will. Take care, brother. Good talking to you.
All right, Marty, we'll see you soon, buddy. Be good. Bye-bye. Well, I tell you, you never know what to expect on this show. I can only imagine the fun that Marty is going to get into.
Marty's having fun right now.
Luis Rodriguez, I know you want photo number 2. Can you send me your email address so I can send you the invoice?
He wants that one, huh?
Let's see.
Number 2.
You are correct, sir.
Number 2.
Address to send it to. We have the non-wrestling Tony Gurria with us tonight in the chat. It's always good to see Tony. Louis, we'll give you a great quote. You just have to tell me what email address to use so I can send you the invoice.
To
or
Louis?
you can send it to us. I'm not 100% sure. I think so, but
EWIS?
no, LUIS, the Spanish version of Louis. What else should I say?
To Louis.
To Louis. Bill to Mr. Quinn. Mr. Quinn, shit. I sent yours wrong. Mr. Quinn, I have to resend yours, but don't worry. Because this is Demolition. You guys are a duo, so it's not the regular. All right, folks, again, we're running out of time unless you guys keep getting the pictures, then we'll stay all night. All right, sending emails. Okay. And Don the Barber, you let me send it with the New Jack one included. And did we hear back? Luis Rodriguez. Okay, hold on, Luis. I'm coming, baby. Luis, you wanted photo number 2. Oh, you already signed it. And can you put a quote on there, something of interest from your career, maybe about the number of times you were champion or a quote? They love the quotes.
3 times.
All right, Louis, I'm going to send your invoice right now, buddy. They don't make this easy on PayPal.
Longest reigning
you know
tag
that?
champs.
All right.
Oh, don't let New Day see that.
Theirs isn't real, though. They had 3 guys do it.
Well, you did too at the end.
No.
Well, you had Crush.
No, but that...
You didn't win it with him, though.
Right.
He just was kind of added on.
But he wasn't part of the 478 days.
No. Would you?
I want you to write that too.
Would you consider him even an official champion where he joined the reign so late?
Oh, yeah, he was.
You would consider him a former tag team champion? Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because he wore the belt.
He did. All right, let me just
We
make
had to wrestle for the belts and kept them. So that means he won.
But he wasn't with you guys when you won them.
No, but he had to win them again with us to keep them.
True. All right. He retained them with you.
He retained
He
them.
retained them with you. All right. See, we this is great wrestling talk. All right.
Like it really matters.
Well, when the fans are interested, I'm interested.
Yeah.
All right, wrestling fans, we're running out of time. Is there anyone else that would like a picture? Kevin Petrantozzi, you got the picture. Any good stories about Greensboro? Maybe from your NWA days.
What a great town. Oh, Greensboro. That was kind of the building that everybody in that territory wanted to go to because it was sold out all the time. Great fans, Greensboro. And it was close to home too when you lived in Charlotte.
And Lewis said, "Thank you, Mr. Smash."
Thank you, Lewis.
This interview would be illegal in Canada. The government's still screwing us over hard here. You're not allowed to live stream concerts in Ontario. It's not about health. It's about global. Well, I don't even know if I want to say that.
Shout out to Chris Guy.
Maria. Are you a big Carlos Santana fan?
I don't listen to much.
No. Well,
Glenn Campbell.
You like Glenn Campbell. Good friend Maria Davis is here from Pittsburgh, and I like to serenade her with my horrible singing voice. But Carlos Santana's big hit. It looks like Mr. Quinn just paid. Thank you, Mr. Did we sign Mr. Quinn's? Mr. Quinn, how did you want yours made out, sir?
Yeah, I signed Quinn's, didn't I?
I don't remember.
What's his first name?
I only know him as Mr. Quinn. Oh,
Was
write
it?
out, Mr. Quinn, which picture did you want, buddy?
Then I didn't sign it.
No, we didn't. Let me know what number, sir. Glance, can you help pay attention, buddy, on that? It's nice when we get backed up and for good reasons. No, that's okay. I'm just,
He would like a number 2.
Number 2.
well,
Right out to Quinn. Yes, Quinn.
2 Quinn
Yes, that's his first name.
or 2 Quinn? How do you spell that?
QUINN. Mr. Quinn, we'll show you the picture in just a moment, sir. Oh, and we have another one. Look at this. They don't want you to go, Barry. We're having so much fun.
I'll stay here all night.
Right? And another from someone else from Connecticut. Isn't that nuts? So, Lynn, Lynn wants
2 Quinn. There you go. Perfect. Thank you.
Lynn, you didn't put the photo you want in, Lynn. Let us know which photo you'd like.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
KP for Ray, which 3, including manager, would you make an awesome modern day incarnation of Demolition with? And would it work today?
Can you repeat that?
I think he's trying to ask if you could make a trio of modern day Demolition. Can you think of 3 guys that could make it work in 2021?
Oh, geez. I don't think anybody could.
You think that was a one and only?
One and only.
One and only.
Because it's just like, trying to change up something that just doesn't work the same. Now, if you had, you had the Road Warriors, you had the Demolition, and then you had the so-and-so something else would work. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I don't know who those would be, those people.
I tend to agree with you.
Who would you think would be?
Oh God! If I was to try and make if I worked for Vince and he said, "I want you to create a Demolition 2.0," who would I pick? The roster is so small nowadays.
See, I don't really watch it enough either. It's
A new Demolition?
Yeah, you watch a lot of WWE. What 3 would you put in there? You
But
know,
Demolition to do the gimmick now?
Demolition 2.0 in 2021.
It would have to be 3 like monster guys. Like that.
Walter, period.
You think Walter would be a good one?
I think, who would be good? Killian Dane.
Okay. I'll give you Killian Dane. I don't think Barry would be too familiar with Killian
I think
Dane.
Killian Dane would be
Yeah.
good. I think
Who are the big guys that can move, they can go?
that's what I'm trying to think of because they could go. They were great wrestlers too. If Braun was friggin' normal, like if he wasn't so weird, he'd be cool.
Braun Strowman would be a good Demolition member, I think. You ever see him?
I've seen him. He's a monster.
Yeah,
I
he
think he would be great.
he'd be a
Can
good
he
demo.
work pretty good?
When they let him go, he can be all right, but they try and do too much
And that's why I said what I said.
entertainment with him. You know what I mean?
He's a WWE only guy, so it's like I've never.
You've never really work outside of there. Yeah.
He does WWE style.
Lynn, we received your order, my friend, but you have to let us know how you'd like it made out, and we'll make it right out to you. Are you keeping an eye on that, Mr. Mayor of Glantzville? For the fans that continue to ask, unfortunately, Demolition Axe ran into a hell of a car problem, then a hell of a hotel problem. He is going to sign these photos, but unfortunately, he's not with us at the Wrestle House. And I'm disappointed, but we had a great time with Barry, and we're still having fun. Barry, would you like a cold water or a...
No, I still
bet-
got a little bit
you
of.
still got a little-
Oh, I'm good right here.
We're just waiting for Lynn. And then I think that's going to be it, folks, unless you get more orders.
So
Because Lynn,
Lynn,
I don't even know which photo you ordered, Lynn. You just ordered the photo.
Lynn Lyn.
L-Y-N, but she didn't put which picture.
Well, then we pick one for her.
Well, let's not jump the gun, Barry.
Come on.
We're gentlemen, please. We're gentlemen. But Barry has had a long day. He's got, what are you doing, 2 days of signings or just originally? And we changed it to Thursday. And
Yeah,
Al is coming
tomorrow's a
tomorrow.
long day.
Yeah. And Al is going to be tomorrow now. Okay. Come on, Lynn. Let us know, my friend. We want to get you taken care of, all sorted out.
Somebody is desperate to know about a hamburger with an egg on it that you had in London.
Oh, unbelievable.
There you go.
That's
What is it
I-
about
I-
this hamburger with an egg on it?
I never had one before, and I was in
Oh.
London and had one. I have it all the time now.
Where do you get it?
They do it at Red
I can't remember what restaurant it was at, but it was fantastic.
No, but I mean, do you make it at home or?
Just different places.
Yeah, they do it now. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, you do
it's
it all
kind of
different.
yeah, it's like a trend. Like
You can ask for it at any restaurant. They'll
make it for you.
I don't like the raw egg part of it going on there though. I like mine cooked. You know.
Kevin, gosh, this WrestleMania is not that good. I tend to agree with you, Kevin, but I'm really looking forward to WrestleMania this year because little Marty is going to get to go for the very first time and see it in person. So to me, that'll be really, really, really cool. That's one of those things I'll remember, hopefully forever, unless I come down with the Alzheimer's. Rise wants to know, who would you like to induct you in ACT WWE Hall of Fame, presuming the
Who-
day comes?
Who would I like?
Yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you, my son probably.
I don't know if that would pass their litmus test.
It wouldn't.
No.
But you asked who I would want.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, let me ask you this. We know you'd like to have Dakota do it. Can you think of someone within the industry that you'd like to have do it? The WWE?
maybe Bret Hart.
Really? Okay.
We're
Yeah,
really
you guys
good,
worked a lot with him.
and we're really good friends with Bret.
Yeah,
And
I could see that. I don't know if WWE would.
or maybe Jimmy Hart and Bret Hart. Jimmy Hart's the one who wrote our song.
That's right. That
So-
classic song.
So Jimmy Hart and Bret Hart, maybe it'd be two guys. That would be great.
That'd be fun. I just hope the day comes.
And
you know?
I think Bret would be honored to go do it for us too.
You know who I think it should be?
Who?
Me.
You.
Because I got you back on the road again.
But you want to know what's funny?
They'd be like, who the hell is that guy with the cane walking out to induct Demolition?
You know what's funny? It's never going to happen.
Of course not.
It's never going to happen.
what?
We'll induct you into the Hall of Fame at the studio, and I'll induct you there.
I have no idea why. It's never going to happen, but maybe we just weren't good enough.
You don't think so?
No, you want to call an egg, a spade a spade. It's because of that lawsuit.
It
that
can't
everybody
be
was
because of the
involved in.
lawsuit.
Well, how many of those guys that were involved in the lawsuit have been inducted since?
I don't know, but if
I don't think any.
if that's why, that's really a chintzy deal because it's a real thing.
Well, it's a chintzy deal. I'm not saying, and believe me, I have 110% respect and agreement with it. But I believe that to be the reason because no one that's on that list
Oh, see, I never
has
even
gone in alive since that suit happened.
See, I've never even looked at it or
Yeah.
who's all doing it.
If you looked at the list of the guys that were involved in that lawsuit, there may have been a couple. They have something now called the Legacy Award, where they put in some people. I think Steve Williams went in this year, and Brickhouse Brown, Ray Stevens, who should have gone in when he was alive.
Right.
Anyway, but I don't think anyone that's living has gone into the Hall of Fame that was involved in that suit.
Huh.
So you may have to wait to,
Die first.
unfortunately,
No,
yeah.
Bill's got it. They got it.
I just don't understand that because I mean, if something's real and you're telling the truth about something, I mean, it's how can that affect that? You know what I mean?
Welcome to WWE. And you know what the thing is? It's hard for me to say that because WWE has been so good to me, so good to all of us. You've seen what our studio is like. They're very generous in most circumstances with tickets to events, merchandising, you know, but I do little favors for them. Sometimes they send me on missions when they're trying to, almost like with you, I had to find, who the hell did I had to find? Kiyosato, they couldn't find. I tracked him down for them. George Wells, we found out was dead. There was a list of 5. Who else was on it? I think I was telling you about it when it
Nails.
happened. No, I think they got him. But just, you know how with the residual check, you have to make 50 or they don't send it to you?
Right.
I think these guys finally hit the 50 and maybe the checks got returned to them. So I don't want to say from who, but I got the call. Oh, Dan, can you track down? There's a blah, 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 blah. And there were 5 of them. Who else was it? I remember Kiyosato. George Wells, obviously, we found out was dead. So his relatives got his $50 check.
I still get one every once in a while.
Tony got last year $206. I mean, Jesus, mother of God.
I think last year I probably made about 900,000 maybe.
900,000?
900
Oh,
or 1,000.
900 to 1,000. I
Yeah,
see.
something
That's
like
actually fair enough. It's better than
Free money.
206.
Free money I got to turn in for my taxes.
The thing is with Tony, you know, they hoy him out for Black History Month every year. You know what I mean? And they give him $206. Marty showed me his. You know, they send you that big with the breakdown of everything. Marty wanted them to help him with his foot. He said, "You'll send everybody for drug rehab, but you won't help me with my ankle. I won't need to drink and do drugs if I can get my ankle fixed."
Right.
But the response, I won't say again by who, but they said to him, you have to, you know, if we did it for you, we'd have to do it for everybody.
I can see that.
Well, with the money they're making right now,
I just don't see that's not why we're in the Hall of Fame. There's got to be something else. Because
Barry, what could it be? You guys were not trouble to anybody.
well, it could be that
Bill went out kind of with some
it could be
issues.
that Bill sued him before and won, and he owns the name Demolition.
You have no rights to it? That's only Bill?
Mhm.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that I didn't know that. I didn't know the second part of that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If it was,
And that could be it because, you know, you go on stage getting that, can they use the name Demolition? I mean, yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I really don't know because I don't.
all I know is that no one that was on that lawsuit that is still alive has gone in since it happened.
All I know is nobody has talked to me for I don't know how long, even before that lawsuit.
Really? From WWE?
Howard Finkel would be the
projects
only
or
one that I
anything?
talked to. He was the only one that would ever call and say hi. Otherwise, nothing, ever.
Isn't that sad?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think that's why it is. There's got to be something else.
Well, it's my point is a factual one. But you might be right. There may be even more to it with you guys. There may be 2 issues between that and the
Maybe.
lawsuit.
And-
But if Bill was right, Bill was right. Did you and Axe have any tag team dream opponents in any era that you would have liked to have wrestled? That's an interesting question. Any tag team that you guys would have liked to have worked that you never worked from any generation that you thought would have been cool?
I think Pat Patterson and Ray Stevens
You
would have
think
been,
that would have been a good one?
would have been a fantastic match.
You know what I think would have been a good brawl? And this came up in an interview we did at the studio live with them. Demolition and the Nasty Boys. I think that would have been hot. Demolition with baby faces and the Nasties as heel, like a street
That
fight
would have been a
type
good
feud.
one.
Yeah,
That would have been
yeah.
a good one.
All right, folks, we're going to give it 2 more minutes. If anybody wants a photo, let us know. Barry is exhausted. We flew him here to Wrestle House on a private helicopter from Minnesota.
Haven't slept since '82.
You haven't slept since 1982. And that's on a good night. But it's been a pleasure to have Barry. And folks, if you are a Demolition fan, you're going to love the the content that Barry and I produced tonight. Again, we apologize for not having Demolition X with us. He had extreme car problems, and at the same time, imagine after having your car breakdown, coming from Georgia and spending the day at a car dealership to go to a bug-infested room and have to switch a hotel room and move all your luggage. And so it was, he feels demolished today. But you know what? Barry's a trooper, and he's a longtime friend of ours. Let's see, we did one. But Lynn, have we seen anything from Lynn? We still got to sign that picture to her, or we're going to have to be creative.
I think Lynn's right here. To Lynn. L-Y-double-N?
L-Y-double-N, baby.
To L-Y-double-N.
Wow. Jeez. Let's see. 1, 2.
Lynn, we love you, Lynn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 10. All right, folks, it's 9:20. I'm going to hit the refresh button one more time. Glance, are you watching the live stream?
Yeah.
All right. One last time. One last call for alcohol. So grab a whiskey or beer. What song is that
I
from?
want to make sure New Gates, what time New Gates on it.
He's still slated for 11 p.m., folks. We had a pleasure with you tonight. Hopefully, we're going to have Barry in the studio with us soon. You're going to enjoy the shows we did tape tonight. Episodes I taped with the Sinister Minister James Mitchell and TJP. What did they used to say on the cartoon? Da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na. That's all, folks.
That's all, folks. Thank you.
Good night, folks. We'll see you soon. We'll see you back here at 11 p.m. for New Jack. We will be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. with Uncle Al Snow. I'm trying to get people excited, Lance. Good night.